A political and legal storm may be brewing, and it's aimed straight at former FBI Director James Comey. Despite federal prosecutors concluding there's not enough evidence to charge him, a newly appointed U.S. attorney is reportedly preparing to take the case to a grand jury. But here's where it gets controversial. This move appears to go directly against the recommendations of the very investigators who handled the probe. According to multiple sources familiar with the matter, Donald Trump's handpicked U.S. attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia, Lindsey Halligan, intends to seek an indictment against Comey for allegedly lying to Congress. Halligan, a longtime Trump aide and his former personal attorney, was appointed to the role earlier this year, despite having no prior experience prosecuting criminal cases, having worked primarily as an insurance lawyer. Earlier this week, career prosecutors presented Halligan with a detailed memo advising her not to pursue perjury or obstruction charges. Their reasoning? After months of investigation, they found no probable cause, the basic legal threshold needed even to bring a case before a jury. In plain terms, they couldn't meet the much lower standard for an indictment, let alone prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. Justice Department policy is clear. Prosecutors are generally prohibited from filing charges unless they believe an unbiased jury would likely convict, and that the conviction would stand up on appeal. This safeguard is meant to prevent politically motivated or weak cases from clogging the courts. Yet, despite these guidelines and the advice of her own team, Halligan is reportedly moving forward. Sources say she plans to present evidence to a grand jury within days, racing against the clock before the statute of limitations on the alleged offense runs out next week. Comey's attorney has so far declined to comment. The push for charges comes just days after Trump publicly called for prosecutions not only of Comey, but also of Senator Adam Schiff and New York Attorney General Letitia James. And this is the part most people miss. If Halligan proceeds, it could set a precedent for U.S. attorneys to override career prosecutors' findings, raising questions about political influence in the justice system. Is this a bold act of accountability, or a dangerous politicization of federal law enforcement? What do you think? Should a U.S. attorney be able to push forward with charges when their own prosecutors say there's no case?